Mustangs from their own 39. Jennings in the gun, Harden to his left. Hudson alone to the right. Two receivers to the left side, Ymir Knight in the slot, and Romello Brinson to the near side out wide. Tight end Matthew Hibner. Jennings takes the snap, play action pass. He lets it fly deep to the middle. Ymir Knight's wide open, caught in stride at the 30, bounces it out to the left side, inside the 10, 5, touchdown SMU! There's the quick strike ability, a 61-yard bomb from Kevin Jennings to Ymir Knight. And just like that, the Mustangs have broken it open. 23-6 SMU, 10:02 third quarter. 2nd and 8, ball at the 9, 1:48 remaining in the half. Moss in the shotgun, Brown to his right. Three receivers to the left of Moss. Takes the snap, he's looking to throw, has time, but he's pressured, dances out left, he's got a hole, nothing but green ahead of him, touchdown Louisville! It's Miller Moss's second rushing touchdown of the game. First a tush push, and then a 9-yard scamper for 6. 13-10 Louisville, the new score, 1:42 remaining in the half. Malachi Fields alone to the far side, Faison and Will Pauling to the near side. Takes the snap, Carr lets it fly, he's got Pauling, left seam, caught at the 5, touchdown Notre Dame! It's another long strike out of a break as Carr finds Pauling wide open at the 5, hits him in stride for 6. A 44-yard touchdown, and Notre Dame takes the wind out of BC's sails. 12-0 Irish, 1:50 to go in the half. No hesitation from BC, they're going for it. 4th and goal from the 1. Lonergan in the gun, Harris to the left, two tight ends left side. Richard at his left hip, takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Richard plunges ahead, he's in! 4th down to touchdown for Turbo Richard. His 6th score of the season after his 42-yard run set the Eagles up inside the 5. He finishes the job, and it's 7-6. Jackets lead the Eagles as BC can tie it 14-19 in the second. 5 wide with a bunch to the right, 3 receivers there. Now Jordan McDonald takes the spot of Turbo Richard at Lonergan's left hip. Clapping a snap from the shotgun, 3-step drop, Lonergan fires over the middle, he's got McDonald, and he's got 6! Touchdown, Boston College! 1 drive and 1 touchdown for Dylan Lonergan. In his first career start, the Eagles take the lead on an 11-yard pass to Jordan McDonald. 6-0 Boston College at 8:31 in the first. Cal breaks the huddle going up tempo. 3 receivers to the right of the left-handed Sanga Pulatelli. Raphael at his left hip with a tight end on the left side of the line. Now motion right to left from the receiver Jordan King. Clapping a snap, Sanga Pulatelli. Looking left, here comes the pressure. He steps in the pocket, delivers over the middle. It's intercepted! Omar Thornton beats Jordan King to the ball. And the Eagles have an instant red zone possession. At 8:02 in the first, it's the very first pick in the career of Omar Thornton. Breaks the huddle in the shotgun, 1st and 10 on his own 25. Handoff going left, Isaac Brown, the star sophomore, bursts down the sideline, left numbers to the 50, cuts it back to the middle. Brown, he may be loose, 1 man to beat, inside the 10, he's taken down at the 2. Isaac Brown, one of the superstars in the ACC and the country, wasting no time, and he's got Louisville right on the doorstep of the first points. Went right down the sideline. Brown off to the races, cutting it back against the grain for a big gainer, and Louisville set up at the 2-yard line. Georgia Tech adds 3 more to cut the deficit to 4. It's a 21-17 Boston College lead. 4.5 remains in the third quarter. Aiden Burr connects from 35, his first make of the night, after he missed from 50 yards just before the half. And now Boston College will get the football back, Alden, with a chance to make this a 2-possession game.
Yeah, I mean, you need at least 3 here. Georgia Tech is still Georgia Tech after all, and as you saw, they're still able to move the ball swiftly down the field. BC was only caught a lucky break off of a crucial drop from Jamal Haynes, the redshirt senior. And we were just discussing how the ACC championship is still in balance as UVA currently holds a lead over Duke 17-3. And if Georgia Tech loses this game but wins against Pitt, they still have a chance for the championship So really, it's anyone's week here, anyone's conference.
Boston College trying to hand number 16 Georgia Tech its second consecutive loss after an 8-0 start, the best since 2009 for Brent Key and the Ramblin' Wreck. Aiden Burst steps into a kick, boots it end over end, left to right. It flies Bo McCormick and lands for a touchback. Second straight series will start at the 25 for Dylan Lonergan. 1st and 10, going right to left, away from a closely packed student section that for the first time in quite a couple of weeks is not going anywhere midway through the third quarter. And it's cold, a brisk 38 degrees outside as the lights now fully on at Alumni Stadium. Lonergan breaks the huddle in the pistol. Turbo Richard 2 yards behind him after a big drive a series ago. 2 receivers to the left, including Lewis Bond to the far side, the new BC all-time receptions leader. Lonergan takes the snap, takes the handoff, back to pass, has time. He uncorks over the middle, connects with Bond, left numbers 45. He cuts it back to the middle across midfield and is upended shy of the 40. Waste no time. Dylan Lonergan finding Lewis Bond all alone on a bootleg down the left side. And Bond continues to widen his lead on Zay Flowers after picking up another 30-plus. 4 minutes in the third quarter. BC up 21-17 on the move again. 1st and 10 at the 43. It's a 32-yard pickup for Bond. Shotgun snap to Lonergan, handoff right. Richard bursts through the hole, cuts back to the left hash, brought down at the 35-yard line. Richard having his best performance as well since week 4. That's his 9th attempt, nearing 100 yards as he's at 92. Gain of 6 there, brings up 2nd and 4 from the Georgia Tech 37.
How about how connected this offense has been as Lonergan and Bond are on the same wavelength there. Great pause and pivot by Bond there on that big game.
Lonergan in the gun on 2nd down. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Richard gets the carry up the middle. Bounces off a tackler 35. Keeps the legs churning across the 30-yard line. 1st down, Boston College. Richard picks up 7 yards as he bowled over Clayton Powell-Lee en route to a 1st down pickup. Eagles move the chains. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Up by 4 over Georgia Tech. 1st down and 10 at the 30. Empty set for Lonergan. 2 receivers right, 3 to the left. The tight end Jeremiah Franklin in the near side slot. Pugh to his left. Richard all the way out on the near side. Bond and Harris alone to the right. 8 on the play clock for Lonergan. Takes the snap, back to pass. Completes left numbers at the 30. It's Jeremiah Franklin falling forward on the hitch. Kyle Eford races over to bring him down as it's Jeremiah Franklin's first grab, senior from Walkersville, Maryland. Gets involved in the fun on senior day. Picks up 4 more. It's 2nd and 6 from the Georgia Tech 27.
Interesting to see Jeremiah Franklin now taking most of the snaps over Chudzinski, who has had the more receiving yards on the game, but good to see he hasn't lost a step regardless.
Lonergan in the gun. Richard at his left hip. 3 receivers right. Takes the snap. He's blitzed. He dumps off a screen complete. Franklin sidesteps the defender and surges up the left sideline. 1st down, Boston College. Franklin left Clayton Powell-Lee in the dust. Juked by him and got to work up the left sideline. Eagles on the move. They've got it 1st and 10 at the Georgia Tech 18. 1:48 to go in the third. 21-17 Boston College. Lonergan in the pistol. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, Reed Harris. Richard still the back. Now with plenty of time on the play clock at 16, Lonergan approaches the line, changing the play. Pugh moves close to the line on the near side slot, as does Bond. Takes the snap. Lonergan back to pass, looking right, dumps complete underneath. It's Harris breaking a tackle, still on his feet inside the 5. He's in! Touchdown, Boston College! A career night for Reed Harris. He's over 130 yards, and now he finds the barnyard. BC up by 10, 1:19 third quarter. What a game on senior night.
It's like watching a completely different team out there. I mean, this is not the team that we've seen for the past 9 weeks, and it is highlighted by Dylan Lonergan, who has struggled for most of the season. Now is well over 70% completion rate, 21 for 29, 279 with 2 touchdowns. Just all around great performance, both sides from Boston College.
Harris caught it underneath, broke several tackles, stayed up top as a 6'5" thumper, and waltzed in for 6. 28-17 Boston College as Luca Lombardo's extra point caps off the drive of the evening and potentially the season for Boston College. 6 plays, 75 yards in 3:16. It's the 3rd touchdown drive in a row for a Boston College offense that is in the bottom ranks of the ACC and the country in scoring. All the energy is back in that student section in the south end zone. They've waited since the opener for this, a 9-game losing streak, just over 16 minutes from falling here at Alumni Stadium.